Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. One day, very soon, gonna wake up on the moon. Brand new yacht and a McDonald's in my living room. Bright yellow Lamborghini, 50-meter swimming pool. Champagne every day, hey fam, what you do? Wanna hang, wanna chill? Oh, you got a mansion too? Oh, that's right, held on tight, jack titties every night. We was in way back when they tried to drop it down to 10. And just couldn't comprehend, Ace was strong until the end. Now let's retell it, Citadel they be sweating. Had enough of these felons, but the Ace we rebelling. Cause we never be selling, till we send it to heaven. Now we be out here yelling, hey screw you Kenny. Bought my wife a minivan to share with the boyfriend, but I pull up in the Benz, plate saying I love crayons. Going on an airplane, don't think we'll be back again. Celebrating every day like it's your birthday. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Expectation, probably more manipulation. FUD, a creation of a crooked operation. Bought more while it was low, got more dips than Trader Joe's. Oh, you thought that we'd let go? What the hell you take us for? Holla if you spend your last dollar on bananas while living in squalor. We don't claim to be scholars, we the smooth brain dummies, and we never stood taller. Yeah, we do this for love and we do this for honor. Apollo 11 ain't got nothing on us. We the planet of the apes and in MOS we trust. MOASS, oh hell yes. Gonna send it into space, go fire up the jets. Done my DD, call me Elton John, Rocket Man. This is the way, gonna be gorillionaires. Ground control to Major Tom, we about to have liftoff. Call us Neil Armstrong, gonna keep holding on. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon.
Let's go.
I'm rich, I'm pretty, got an apartment in the city and a beach house off the coast that costs a couple milli. We are going toe to toe, we be singing while we're winning. By the time I'm 24, it's hard to deal with it. If you got a man, send his brokers back to bed, cause tonight we flying high first class to Japan. Eating sushi, wearing Gucci hot springs, cause we can. Sipping on sake, making $1 million plans. Super yacht, smoking pot with our $1 billion friends. Bright lights, white lines, summer in the south of France. We're going on a plane and we won't be back again, cause we're heading to the moon, screaming catch me if you can. So I'm about a 9, but she thinks I'm a 7. Got money, all of a sudden she thinks I'm 11.
Wow, how much did you make?
Nah, I'll never be telling. Let's just say I went through hell to be living in heaven. Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. I am fly man, diamonds on the hand. Got money in the pocket, about to pop a rubber band. Fly to an island off the coast of Iran. Got money in advance, so the honeys all dance. Got 25,000 in the duffel out plan. It's a G6 like a taxi cab. Tell your girlfriends that they can bring their friends. Make rain, get paid, go play full send. Big gold chains even with embargoes. Got diamonds on the neck like Leo. Leonardo. You don't even wanna know how fast the car go when I peel off in the Mercy Alago. Got foreign doors and marble floors with an army force on the count of 4. Ready, lock and load, let's rock and roll. When we talk it over, it was nice to know ya. So I'm about a 9, but she thinks I'm a 7. Got money, all of a sudden she thinks I'm 11.
Wow, how much did you make?
Nah, never be telling. Let's just say I went through hell to be living in heaven. Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
Boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now.
Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome. Yeah, no, guys, check this out. So I'm going through some things right now, and I'm posting. I actually just posted a video that you guys haven't seen. I posted it on TikTok first. Then I took it over to Twitter. So it's on Twitter right now. It's uploading right now. But I'm going to let you watch it. So you guys can figure this all out together. Let me get there real quick. This is, I'm going to give you like the background behind it really quick. Stacks a lot. My boy, he be testing me, bro. Is that English? The man is testing me. Every time he sends me a video, I'm just ready to fight. So it's right here.
It sounds like the Trump administration is also onto them a little bit.
All right, here's Tiffany doing another interview and not understanding what private equity is. It upsets me so bad. And here's why, okay? Just make this very clear. One session, no edits, no cuts. Pay attention, people. This has nothing to do with administrations. This has nothing to do with your company that you love so much. All these companies you're naming are private equity. They're already private equity. You're already too late to the table. Do you realize they've been in companies since 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? Yes. Bed Bath & Gone, that was private equity, and they got infiltrated a while back. The same companies that infiltrated Bed Bath & Beyond are at Macellum and Cura. All those guys, they're at Big Lots right now. Oh, that's bankrupt. They're at Kohl's right now. Oh, that's bankrupt. They just fired their CEO this morning at Kohl's because he was doing insider deals. We know how this works. Yes, they own the logistics company, they own the inventory, they own the real estate. Look up Anywhere Real Estate. Just Google that for me, and you'll understand it's Apollo that owns everything. Coldwell Banker, Century 21, and everything else in retail. But the other parts about this, if you guys really want to go administration style, think about it this way. This has nothing to do with who's in office. Whom is in office. Do you know why Trump is so strong? You know why Trump gets to tell Canada you're going to bend to our will? I'll tell you why. Because Canada is private equity. Canada is invested into American markets and companies. And their whole pension plan, the Maple 8, is about to crumble if our economy crumbles. This is why Trump can say, guess what? You're going to do what we want you to do. Mark Carney, he's so disconnected from what's really happening. Then he's going to find out, well, I guess I got to follow suit. I guess I got to follow money. Yeah, because the Canadian Pension Plan, Investment Board, what do you think that's invested in? The number one contributor to U.S. private equity is Canada. I'm talking about more so than the U.S. pension plans. So before you guys paint it out to be, it's the end all and be all of these companies, those companies are private equity already. Go look at the board of directors. Please do that. Don't just look at balance sheets. Don't look at profit. Go look at the board of directors. It's the same guys, the same cats, and the same companies for decades. Whether it be Eddie Lampard at Sears and Kmart, or Sue Gove, who was at Zell's Jewelers and Bed Bath & Beyond. We can go with Thomas Kingsbury, who was at Kohl's, and he was on the board of directors at Big Lots. It's all the same thing. They're all there for the right reasons, to make these companies do things that you would never do, like share buybacks when you have no cash. Go ahead and sell your properties and then lease them back. That's Kohl's next step, by the way. Kohl's has a market cap of $700 million, and they have assets of over $4 to $5 billion. It's so upside down, just like every other company out there. And what are you doing? You're leveraging yourself, America. You leverage yourself on debt because of the Covey Light loans. Do you remember 2008, 2007? The biggest part of the dot-com bubble in the financial crisis was the Fed printed money. That's one thing. But nobody took it on the chin because they allowed you to borrow money at 0% and Covey Light. Now our interest rates go up, and everyone's like, ooh, it's so high. 5% is not high. 6% is not high. Reagan and Volcker, they took it all the way to 15 and 20. And guess what happened then? Did America crumble? No. They found a way to infiltrate companies to go ahead and do what they call fancy information, insider trading. And you saw Mike Milken, you saw Taryn Pizer, you saw the boys do the run on the game. They got shut down at Drexel Burnham Lambert. Guess what? Drexel Burnham Lambert turned into Apollo Global Management and Ares Capital. No different, same rinse and repeat. They have summits about this. You're going to tell me Trump's on your side? Well, guess what? Trump gave a pardon to Mike Milken. Do you understand this now? Now go look at Gary Gensler. Go look at anybody that's been in the SEC in the enforcement category and how they actually work for Bain and Company, Carlyle Group, and Apollo Global Management. Go look at Jay Clayton. It's the same rinse and repeat. I'll be here when you're wrong, and we're all just sitting here looking at each other going, I wonder what happened to that company. Do me a favor, Tiffany, or anyone else who wants to do these interviews. Close your eyes. Drive down the road. And when you look at a building, a commercial building, I want you to go, hey, I remember when that company was, and name the company. And then drive down and name the company. And drive down and name the company. Because those buildings still exist today, but the companies are just changing pieces and parts. You know, Jones Fabrics, Joann's Fabrics, they're profitable. They're all this. Blooming, or Burlington Coat Factory went and bought 40 of their buildings. You know why? Because Burlington's about to get into the S&P 500. And when they do, it's a cash out for all of private equity. It's a 10-year run, guys. They plant their seeds, they maximize their profits, and then they leave. They'll gut every company, and you'll be the next one. There's only one company that private equity tried to gut and tear apart and didn't get it right. And until you guys start saying that story in the interviews, I'll keep reminding you it's GameStop. GameStop was supposed to go bankrupt. The narrative was there. They had all the people on the board of directors, and there was a hostile takeover by Ryan Cohen and the people, America's people. Remember what it is. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Maybe you'll get it right one time, guys. Just once. Peace. Oh, thank you. You guys are fast. My bad, guys. Apologize. That's why I like having that line open. You guys call me so fast. So here's how it works. We literally, thank you. Sorry. Okay, guys. Thank you. No, my point was this. Tiffany, the crew, everyone out here making videos, trying to go viral for this point, this talking point that private equity is gutting America and these American companies. And no, they're not. It's already been done. This was done a decade and a half ago. You guys just didn't realize that it was happening. Now you want to come to the tip and say, please don't let this happen. That's not true. Don't let this happen. It's already happened. Who are you pleading with? Are you pleading with somebody like Adam Aaron, Thomas Kingsbury, Sue Gove, Eddie Lampart? We're talking about individual CEOs, chairman of the board that control companies from within with the idea that they're going to drive this company to the ground. That's the part that no one's talking about. We can name company after company and keep giving you the example. Hey, they're not like GameStop. Hey, they're a retail company. What happened? Oh, the industry died. No, it didn't. It transferred. You know, I tell you guys this because I see it from a whole nother viewpoint. Like, I understand SKUs. I understand inventory control. Logistics. I say, okay, why is this company thriving and this one dying? How did it divert? How did it transfer wealth? You know, I had to read this or watch this thing about Michael Saylor yesterday. He was talking about how he leverages Bitcoin at MicroStrategies and the arbitrage itself nets him a return. And I say, hold on. No, it doesn't. Because at some point, you run out of customers, you run out of money to borrow, and you run out of shares. And if you run out of one of the three, you're diluting the current shareholder, the current customer, and the current value. That's the truth about this arbitrage deal. When you look at private equity, they literally leverage the company, extend and pretend is what they call it. They extend on debt, not their own dollars, your dollars. Once they extend and then they don't find the counterpart, they then diminish the product. They drive it to the ground. But at the moment in time, whether it be Sephora and Kohl's teaming up to create this environment that you think, hey, this is a thriving business. This is where we're merging. This is where we're acquiring. Why would you merge and acquire something that cost you more than your profits for the last 20 years? There's no value. You can't create value based off of the idea that you borrowed it. At some point, you have to pay it back. And that's the crippling part. Listen, I'm aware earnings came out yesterday for Microsoft. I'm aware earnings came out yesterday for Meta. I'm aware today you're going to have earnings for Apple and Amazon. I want you to pay attention to something about all of these companies. There's products that are being built in China. You then sell the products here in America. But the consumer can't necessarily buy those products where they're being built from. They're trying to change the way this program works. And by changing it, that in turn is going to be better for the American people. Well, guys, you have to take the bite somewhere. You're either going to pay more, which you will, that's fine. We're going to pay more for products. Well, guess what? You're going to have more money to pay more, right? The net sum is still zero. Just because you gave me more money, but you charge me more for things, doesn't mean I'm winning. Do you know who's winning? People at the top that are making these deals and that are getting 2 and 20, 2% of the profits and 20% of the fees, or the other way around, 20% of the profits and 2% for fees. Those guys are winning, but it's not companies. Companies are not, I hate it. I hate the identity. The identity of a company is this company, all these employees, all this, that's not a company. A company is a couple of guys at the top that worked hard, they figured it out, and then they sold their positions to private equity so that they could leverage it onto the people. When a company goes public, that's exactly what's happening. It's selling it to the public. Guys, earnings right now do not equate to the dollars given. Can I show it to you really quick? I want to show you guys something. This is like really plain as day. Right now, what's being announced on the Mag 7, we'll go to the Mag 7, is a company like Microsoft. Microsoft announces earnings, and it goes through the roof, gapped up all the way up here to 430 after earnings. If we're looking at it from the hourly trends, you see that Microsoft announced earnings, went up. Microsoft beat all estimates. It's great. Look at it. The world is on their feet. Microsoft. Guys, I realize that the bottom of this was way down here at 355. But if we're really looking at this company, let's go to the 4-hour. And let's pay attention to where they're not. You know what? I'll even go to the daily. I'll make it a little bit better than that because we've been going for a while here. I want to show you something. No amount of earnings. I don't care if you beat it. Whatever you did, you're no different. You're still trending down. You might be up 8% today. You're still trending down. And it's not going to stop. You might have just... This is where we just pick up our profits and we take them right back out. You think this market's going to break over the 465 part? I don't. You know what tells me that you can't get past it? Because no amount of earnings is going to pick up this market. This is the top 2 companies, arguably the top 2 companies. Meta, who spends the most money, who is an advertising company, nothing else. All their ad revenue in the world. They can make it all. They can do it all. You know what happens to ad revenue, guys? It gets pumped. It gets pumped, and it's not for ROI. It's not a return on investment. It's just money being spent. So you annualize on a budget. That's how everyone, well, how much money are we going to spend on this, this AI infrastructure? Well, infrastructure, you're going to keep building, but guess what? NVIDIA claims all the money up front. What? You mean to tell me that you have to have these customers commit themselves to CapEx just so NVIDIA can stay at the number they're at? So everybody's in on this, the way I see it. But if you look at this, how in the hell is the SPY going to come up an additional 10%? It needs 10%. It recovered. It recovered from the 481, went all the way up. Look at this. In the short term, but in the long term, what are you still doing? You're still trending down. Same thing right here, still trending down. Doesn't matter in the Russell 2000. So Microsoft can have the best day in the world. It's still a downtrend. A downtrend with no end in sight. Meta, no different as well. Bounced up, boom, on earnings, comes down. It's going to finish above the 50-day moving average for the first time in forever after an amazing print. Well, guess what? Your print is from 740 to 570. You're nowhere. You're nowhere near where you want to be. This is the facade that is America right now and our investments. And who the hell is sending me messages while I'm live? Of course, it's my guy. Oh, thank you, Jay. We're going to go over, I know why I have the window open for Jay's stuff. Jay's sending me stuff right now, guys. He's right. They just called GameStop a $5 billion company masquerading as a $12 billion stock, a clear short opportunity. Like, that's ridiculous. You give no value at that point. You're not giving value for cash. You're not giving value for profit. You're not giving value for settlement. You're not giving value for creation of a new revenue opportunity. You're not giving value for a console recycle, for a console cycle, I should say. You're not giving value for a lot of things. But hey, we'll talk about it in a minute. I'm still talking on charts. So guys, as we look at the charts here for the Mag 7, where they've rebounded, they've come face to face with reality, no amount of earnings beats all of it is going to pick up this market where it was. Apple's coming out tonight, and so is Amazon. So Amazon already approaching their 50-day moving average. The real struggle's at 199. Apple going to go ahead and print, give out guidance, you think, maybe? You know what's the best part about this, though, that I've seen that's been happening to the market? Is people are afraid to give guidance because they have the word uncertainty. Just ask yourself how many times you hear it in an earnings call. Uncertainty, uncertainty, uncertainty. And it's because of the administration and the tariff scare, right? No, these companies were trending down before they even had tariff dates announced, before they ever saw it coming. I'm telling you, I've been here. But right here, for the top of Apple, which was December 24th. So you're telling me right after Christmas, the 26th, it starts coming down. So explain it. Other than people taking profits and cutting, and there's a new trajectory for the company itself. But where's the next product coming from? Where's the better margins coming from? Have you maxed out? Because the market cap right now is at $3 trillion. 3.1 trillion, 3.2 trillion. It'll go up, but it won't be where it was before. It was approaching 4. You've lost on Apple itself $700 billion. That's a huge number, guys. Just so that we're clear. Remember Enron exploding and going under, and it made the news, and it was bad. And Enron, smartest man in the room, and Kenny Boy, Ken Lay. Let me tell you, that was a $70 billion company. These guys already lost 10 of those. You don't just get them back like that. It doesn't happen. Tesla, let's talk about it. The clear manipulation of media with Tesla. Tesla fought to get to their 200-day moving average. It's in this gap here. It's on a downtrend. But the announcement that came out last night was so misleading. It said that Elon Musk was going to be replaced at Tesla, and that they were looking for a replacement for him. So that dropped the stock automatically in the 1 hour. It went all the way to the ground yesterday, right here. So in one moment, it went from 280 all the way down to 269, and then it built it all the way back up to 290 on the market open today. 290 is too high. 290 is too high. That's a rip. That's just all this is misinformation from the Wall Street Journal to go ahead and pump and dump on a stock in a position like everyone else is pumping and dumping. They have access. I mean, Tesla could sue. They could fight it that way. But this is your market. If you think that NVIDIA is going to be so great with their data servers and their chips and everything, let's go look at MicroStrategies. Let's go look at super microcomputers. I don't know why I said MicroStrategies. I meant super microcomputers. So this is super microcomputers, and they went ahead and had a print. Look at it. They'll go ahead and step down here. That their earnings are not going to be as great as they were. That was a preliminary 8K that comes out, press release, boom. Jumps down from $37, $39, which was a pump. This is a complete orchestrated pump and dump on the market itself. If you look at this, it has already dumped, pumped, dumped, pumped, dumped, pumped, dumped again. It's going to keep doing this, pump and dump, pump and dump. But you know what's even my best part about this? Like when I look at companies, like I'll give you an example right now. We'll go to Mag 7. Let's go ahead and look at I just did Microsoft, but let's go ahead and do Amazon. They're going live today. Amazon's going to be live on their earnings report. So from earnings, I just want people to know, from the last quarter earnings, their stock price right here, all the way on earnings the day before, 238 and some change, all the way. So what you're 234. So what you're looking for $40. You're looking for 20%. How in the hell are they going to find 20% on an earnings report today? How are you going from 190 all the way back up to here? From earnings to earnings. That's all I'm doing. From earnings to earnings, where are you? You're a flat company. The previous 6 months ago, you were here in the same boat that you're in today. 6 months ago, they were trading at $197 and $200 a share. Guess where they're at? $190. 6 months. 6 months have passed. The company has pumped and dumped, just like the market. Apple, we're going to go from earnings window here to earnings here. Guess what? Pumped all the way up to the sky, fell down. Let's go 6 months. 6 months, where were they? Relatively at 219. 219. They're at 212 right now. So even if they pumped up 6 months later, you've had zero gain on this market. We can go across the board. Everything's even from 6 months, 6 month window. You're here and you're here straight across. The only people who made money in the middle are the executives and everyone, the insiders who sold their shares while this market pumped one last time. This market is back to where it was previously, not from one report, but from 6 months ago. You're even with 6 months ago, guys. And guess what? Maybe you fall. Maybe you should have. But what happened 7 months ago? The carry trade from Japan. Japan started increasing interest rates, and that really played a telltale trick on the market. I've been watching every single headline, reading every single bit of news, and I'm sure you guys have been sending me stuff, and I try to read them. What about Baba? We'll talk about Alibaba in a minute. And are you guys tired of winning yet? I never get tired of winning. Been winning for a long time. Hey, Marantz, could you explain the consistent thumps at the start of the 24-hour evening every time? Sure, Ace Ventura. So the way it works on the overnight trading, the 24-hour market, that's usually through a clearinghouse with Apex. So that's why you see Webull. That's why you see Robinhood. They all use the same clearinghouse. And they have this ability to internalize trades. When the door opens, automatically you have price discovery. Boom. That's the true stock. Like, it's going to take off. Boom. They internalize everything because they limit the amount on the upside. They're only allowed on that 24-hour market. It is not the regular market. They're only allowed to go, I believe it was 10% up, 10% down. That's the little window that they have. Well, guess what? 10% is $3. Right? So you might have $28 and jump all the way to 31 and you just go and then come right back down, right? Or $2 and $2.80 at that point. But you see it happen on GameStop every time the 24-hour market opens. And it's just to grab the stock really quick. They got to grab it, hold it down, and go, okay, we can't let it run. So you see these blimps, a little bleep, bleep, bleep. Right? It just takes off, right? Takes off. They got to grab it. Can't let it go. It's right at the 24-hour mark. Every time the 24-hour market opens, it just takes off and it hits a point, and then you're like, okay. So if you want to know when that market opens, we can go to the 2-hour, I believe. It'd be a better look. So you'll see the really light color versus the dark color. The after hours opens. This is 8 o'clock. It opens. Boom, gone. So from 8 to 10, right here, it went from $26, $27.50 instantly gone. So you just got to see it every day. Whenever it clears out, you'll see a spike right here. Look at this. It went from $26.60, yep, all the way up to $28.20 instantly. So every day it opens up, it goes a little crazy right there at that first trade. And then look at this day right here. It went from here from $28, 28 some change, $30.69. Boom. And I love the 69, the way it happens that way. Right here from 27 it goes up to 28.29. They try to grab it right away. 27.27 to 28.47. They don't let it take off, and they shouldn't. They should, but it's okay. This all plays out for GameStop. If you guys are looking at our charts that we drew months ago, check it out. So this is GameStop right here, holding true, broke past. We're still way ahead. They couldn't get us down if they tried. I've heard executives, I heard people, want to be stock analysts. I've heard them tell you have to do this all over again. Why am I going to have to do this all over again? Why? No chart? Really? Ah, my fingers. Listen, guys. I don't know. I've been off, dude. I've been off my A game on like personal on some stuff that I was like trying to. I think it's just that we're dealing with a lot of emotions. My wife and I, just about, obviously my cousin's passing, and then you have reality, you have life. We just try our best, man. So anyway, so these spikes come up on the hours in between from extended hours, these aftermarket hours, and then you also have your and then you have the midnight hours, right? It's right up here. So the spike comes, and they just try to control it in between. That's Robinhood, that's Webull, that's Apex. They're like, nope, can't let it happen, because if they would, they could. And you know what happens? They get control of it, they keep it level, and then they open up on the pre-market previously where they exited on the extended hours, so after hours. So that's just what's been happening, and it's okay. You can see it all. It's fine. But let's go look at the chart itself, the monthly. Let's talk about this and what's coming for GameStop, and just what's coming for the market too. Oh, I can't. Don't let me not do it right. Here we go. On the weekly itself, can't get past this level of resistance at 51. Level of resistance right now on this market is at 564. 564.83. It would have to finish above 564. It could do it in the after hours, which is fine. Most stocks and most markets move after hours and pre-market. During the day, it's choppy, doesn't really move. They just get it out of you. But the real volume and the real price discovery happens after market and before the market, before you could ever touch it, right? That's why you guys got to be careful. Make sure you're in something before it takes off. Then you're a winner. Here's the Russell 2000, guys. Still can't get up there. It's using the 200-day as some support, but it looks like it just hit there on the weekly. If we look at the SPY, by the way, I'm going to go to the daily. You did have the death cross. It's going to be really hard to get above 570. Finish above 570 for the week, that would be news to me. But I can see the market coming down some starting tonight after these earnings get announced, but the market's already down. Like 560's down. I don't know why I have to see these people on Yahoo Finance or MSNBC and give out these. The market's having a green day, green week. But it's just like, did you miss the part where we were at 611 back in February? Now we're at 560. Don't talk about green. This shit's gone. It's down to the ground. So death cross. Look, here's GameStop. Look at this. We just keep going sideways. They keep pinning us up against this Dorito, this top line Dorito, and we're holding it well. We're holding the volume there. We're doing everything we can, and I like it. But what we have is a lack of volume, believe it or not, on the stock. You're averaging around 5 to 10, maybe 6. I mean, I'm talking about million shares traded every day, which is nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have the most volume today than we've had. I mean, all day yesterday we had 6.5. We're already at 4. And it's barely, 12:30. So, yeah, still no volume, really. Wow. 5.4 the previous day. So, we're at 4.3. Unless some volume comes pouring in, we're there. We'll go ahead and look at watch this. I want to show you something on GameStop. Weekly looks good. Look at that. Oh, man. Let it go a couple more weeks, guys. Yeah, they can push us down. We're already breaking out. The breakout started at $20. We're going up. We're at 27. We feel it. I feel it. You feel it. It's great. So here's some more GameStop action. We went sideways after the market, right? We come out. Are we elevated? Absolutely. Yesterday we were at 26.77. We're at 27.71. And I'll show you guys something too on this hourly thing as we crossed over. Once it crosses over, it's going to be great. But look at like Microsoft. Doesn't matter what the print was yesterday on the earnings. It does not matter. They're in a death cross, and it's going to keep falling down. But you see where I drew this line to show you, like, this is where it's really pacing. It's still going. But if you could control these lower lows, that'd be one thing. But they got to hold. They got to hold this level of 384. They got to hold 384 and let Trump come out and say one bad thing. It's on and popping. It's going to come on down. I'm looking at Meta. Meta announced their earnings. They had a gap up, but their gap up is going to be met with this tremendous downturn here from 740 down to 570. I don't see them coming back from that. It's 170, and I don't know how. You guys could lose. You could lose 20%, but when you lose 20%, you don't just gain 20%. Like, does everybody understand the math there? Like, let me explain it. Let's see. I got a piece of mail. Don't worry about my pieces of mail here. There's gonna be good stuff here. All right, so let's see if this really makes sense to you guys. I've got this company at $1,000, okay, a share. Just give you an example. I'm using flat numbers. I can even use 100, right? I can use 100. This company is at $100 a share, and it loses half of its value. It loses 50%, comes down to $50. It's now $50. If it gained 50%, it's not 100. It's only 75. It has to have 100% increase. And just to give you guys, just so you guys understand, like common math, like statistics, if you guys should know this stuff, you could lose 99% of the value of a stock. Do you know what happens? You have to have 100% gain X amount of times just to get back to that level. That's why we tell you it's easy to go, I'm a winner. I won. Woo, I won. You can have a lot of winning days. It just takes one red day, one losing day, and it's gonna take you that much more winning days. So when you're invested and you're buying markets and you're buying companies and securities, it's hard for me to understand people when they're like, "Ooh, I won. Okay, great. You win so often, but guess what? All it takes is one loss. The house's money's there. If that were the case, the game Baccarat, I don't know if you guys ever played this game Baccarat. It's supposed to be a 50-50 with about a 5% difference, 2.5% difference on averages. But, guys, 50-50. Hell, blackjack. Roulette. Red and black. The house wins. House wins every time. They make you think that you are winning by having media and tell you, hey, we had a green day today. We just had 6 green days in a row. Wouldn't matter if you had 100 green days in a row. They're not going to equate to the 740 price target that Meta was just at. And now they're at 570. There were 740. Now they're 580. You know what's the difference there, though? Mark Zuckerberg sold $2 billion, $3 billion worth of shares. He sold everything. They sold it all at the top, guys. Every insider. They know what's happening here in this timeline. So there you go. Let's see what it says here. Why do you think Ryan Cohen hasn't announced a Bitcoin purchase, Marantz? Pushing asked that question. Pushing, thank you for the question. Great question. And I'll tell you the answer. He will never announce it. This is not up for debate. This has been his track record, his image and likeliness for the last decade. Ryan Cohen doesn't have to announce what he's doing. You, as an investor, have to interpret the value of what he's doing. The layman might not know. They might want to be pumped. But do you know what happens when he makes announcements? He gets sued. As an owner of a company, you have to know that your words have influence. And people put blame on influence. Roaring Kitty's a great example of this. Roaring Kitty was he started making videos about GameStop, and he started telling people what he was doing. He didn't tell you what to do. He told you what he was doing, how he evaluates companies, how he made a bet and he made an investment, and fundamentally it made sense. People like this lady that I interviewed before, I forget her name right now. I did all the research, I did all the homework, and they said it was a great investment. Okay. I'm not saying you didn't. But when you lose your money, because you will, did you understand how investing works? Investing is not there for you to cash out. That's not what this is. They make you accustomed to this shit, guys. It's like, well, what? Like, I just had somebody tell me this. Well, what are you buying and when do I sell and when do I cash out? It's like, well, what are you going to cash out for? What are you going to do? You're going to take money and you're going to, oh, you got cash. What are you going to do with the cash? You're going to go spend it? Oh, you think that you're supposed to cash out and have this great paycheck to you, this amazing amount of money. No, you still have to earn the money. You still have to make it. You still have to save it. You still have to invest it. Stop saying I bought shares. That's the first thing. I buy shares. I buy. Because then you equate cost with loss. When you start using terminologies like I invest, I've invested. My investments are growing. They're not shrinking. They're growing. What's your investment portfolio look like? Assets under management. You think these guys are trading shares and selling them for cash? You think they take the cash and they go and then they give that out to their shareholders? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. They let their money make them money. They leverage themselves correctly, and they do it with education and experience. My pot's only going to get bigger, right? When I think about Ryan and him telling anyone that what he's doing, why would he? You know what happens to Ryan if he buys Bitcoin and he tells you he bought Bitcoin? He doesn't have to, first off. They don't have to tell you a single thing they buy and why they buy it and when they bought it and what they hold. Nothing. They don't have to do anything. It's up for their discretion. That's what's voted for. But if he tells you he buys Bitcoin, and they start selling it and they start shorting it and they start destroying it, then it comes out Ryan's a failure. He's a terrible CEO. And you know what? They put all this money in Bitcoin and they got, you know what? No. But if he buys it, you know, I got something else to say to that. Did you read the verbiage of the 8K and the 10K? Did you read the verbiage on the senior notes, convertible notes for GameStop? They said we're going to raise $1.2 to $1.5 billion for reserve currency of a stable coin. It did not say Bitcoin only. What if Ryan doesn't even buy Bitcoin? What if he just buys Ethereum? Do you know the ecosystem that we trade off of on layer 2? Oh, you guys don't know this part. Some of you do. A lot of you do that hang out with me. What if he never bought Bitcoin? That'd be awesome. You know what's the best part about it? They have enough cash. GameStop has enough cash to give back the money at 0% interest. It's like it never happened. Doesn't matter. The money that's borrowed, the 1.2, 1.3 billion, was borrowed based off of shares, right? Against shares of collateral. Those shares have a backing. The backing of a GameStop share right now is $27.70, what they float backed by $4.8 billion. I get to let you borrow shares. I get to let you buy into the company with the value of $4.8, $5 billion behind it. So the $1.2 billion that you went ahead and gave us, we get to give it back to you, but it's backed by something. There's collateral there. You guys want to talk about arbitrage for that? Okay, let's talk about it. GameStop did the unthinkable. GameStop fixed every mistake that MicroStrategy's made. MicroStrategy's initial senior notes and convertibles had percentages tied to them. And they diluted their float, and their ATMs weren't complete. The at-the-market offerings for MicroStrategy, they couldn't fulfill them. They couldn't find enough buyers for the shares. You can find buyers for debt and loaners for debt because they're going to own your company. Cash, people just say, you know what? I want to give you cash for cash. Let me own those shares from you. Well, what's backing the shares? You're telling me right now, listen to me, America, that they gave GameStop $1.2, $1.3 billion cash, right? And that cash is going to be used to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 5 years from now, You think Bitcoin is not going to increase percentage-wise from then until now? With multiple companies doing the same strategy and or investment firms or pension plans like the Arizona Teachers Pension Plan. Arizona, the state, is putting in $3 billion. So everybody gets to buy in and do this. But guess what GameStop does? GameStop gets to take the profit from 1.3 all the way up. That cash profit itself, they get to pay it back to you. They don't have to pay. They don't have to give up shares. They get to put the cash back to you or give you the share price, right? But people already bought in at $29.85 on GameStop. If people are not paying attention, GameStop offered up their shares in their company at $29.85 with a conversion ratio of 30% above that at $38.81. That means America, they can nickel and dime it all they want. They can go back and forth and they create this bond arbitrage. They can do it however they want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I know that GameStop has this money, this infinite money glitch, that's backed by cash. Therefore, it's secure. It's security. It's as if you had a credit card, guys, and you were doing a secured credit card. I sent you the $300 and you give me a credit card and I get to do whatever I want with it. And I get to earn points. I get to earn everything. But when I close it out, send me my money back. That's it. It's money isolated over there, but it's off of the leverage of someone else, not on our own. The risk is totally out of GameStop's hands. There's no risk at GameStop. If people only knew, if you could only give out debt that was risk-free, how would you be in business? That's the difference between GameStop and other companies. They have risk-free debt. I don't want to say free debt. I just say risk-free. The risk is not on GameStop at all. But they're backed. And that's it. There are no certainties. Shem, explain that. Explain that, Shem. You know, I've never seen you here a day in the chat, a day in my life. And I've been doing this for 4 years. And I've never seen you a day in my life. So here's what happens. Okay? There's going to be a certainty right now. The certainty is this. My official statement is this. The certainty is you won't click on this link. And talk to me about it. But come on in, Shem. Let's find out what the certainty is, because I'll tell you what's certain. I'm 100% certain, 100% certain on this. GameStop's a profitable company. GameStop has more cash than a little bit, and GameStop's going to do the right thing for all shareholders included. Did you know? Did you know? GameStop is a retail company where the executives make $0. Somebody tried to tell me I was wrong on this, and I said, okay. They tried to name Daniel Moore as the CFO. He's not the CFO. He's an accountant. He's a finance official, but he's not a CFO by title. Therefore, in the bylaws, he doesn't get compensation of a CFO. He doesn't get the shares of a CFO. Sorry, Grok, you got it wrong. But if anybody wants to know why GameStop is so successful, it's because these insiders are doing business based off of their own investment. This is why they'll do the right thing when no one's watching for this company. Don't worry. The bat line's open, guys. Come on in. Click the link at the top of the screen here. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Click the link. Tell me what you think. And we'll talk about there are no certainties. There are plenty of certainties. I'm certain that the GameStop is going to be a profitable company for the next 20 years. I'm certain on that. I'm certain that I'm going to own the stock for the next 30 years while you guys are figuring out how you can sell. Here's Jorge. George says, I sold at a loss my AMC shares, down 64%. I'm going to throw that to GameStop and get 86 shares. Well, there's a start. You know what I have a problem with, George? Not that you sold at a loss. It has nothing to do with you. I have a problem with every cat out there that tells me, hold on, who walked into the chat? I got to know before I get going here. Bratz, what's up, Bratz? You're unmuted. You're ready to go. Do you want me to put you on the screen, Bratz? You ready? You got to turn on your microphone.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's
You'll
get you
have
on the
to,
screen.
but it's all right.
Let's get you, bro. These guys want to see you. They want to know what you're all about. All right, hold up. Yeah, bro, it's going to be great for you. For me, not so much. All right, guys, here we got a guy on the chat. I've never talked to you before. 808 Bratz. But you've been in the chat plenty of times.
We did talk like once.
Oh, did we?
Like a year ago, I think.
Holy shit. What's going on, Bratz?
I've just been involved with the GameStop community a little bit, just by observing your channel and others, and yeah, I really think like the long term potential of GameStop is like a gold mine for sure. And I was just wondering, like, in like if as long as Ryan Cohen is like always the leader, right, in the GameStop movement in some way, like it's gonna have to go up in like 10, 20 years, right? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I hope. I'm hopeful. I mean, is that a certainty that Ryan's going to be here for 20, 30 years? I think Ryan, this is his identity. And I think the biggest success story of his lifetime is he was able to turn around a company that had everyone behind him. And that company is going to change the identity of retail moving forward. So when GameStop does partnerships, brand identity partnerships, you'll see the GameStop investor and consumer go towards those products. Doesn't matter what they sell. There's just not enough things to sell right now. Give them something to buy, and they'll buy it. That's my opinion.
all right. And what is your opinion on GameStop and Bitcoin being like a long term potential? Because a lot of people say, oh, Bitcoin's going to 10 million, which would be in like 10 years would be like 100x. So do you see GameStop being at like $2,000 a share in like 10 years?
Oh, per share. I mean, the equivalent? Is that what you... I mean, we can do it that way. I don't know
Yeah.
when you bought in. You know, I bought in at GameStop and the float was 66 million, went up to 71 million, and now it's 447 million. So price per share doesn't really matter to me. The amount that I'm able to accumulate during that time frame matters to me. And, you know, I have these people out here that'll tell me, hey, man, NVIDIA's down to, 115, but it's the future of AI. And they're broken on NVIDIA, right? The price point of NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you liked it at 153, you liked it at 140, and it's 120 right now, 115, why aren't you buying more? Like, and I tell this to everybody, but even Bitcoin. Bitcoin was amazing at 109, and everybody wanted to talk about it. Well, it got down to 84. Why weren't you buying more? GameStop's great at 80. It gets down to 20. Oh, I don't want to buy. Oh, I'm in, but my cost average is 40. Well, hold on. I like it at 20. I like it at 10. I like it at 30. So, I mean, I bought today. I put my share order in there, and I have a buy order in the Discord, all the time, and people know my position. They know how much money I have in there, and $30,000 is a lot of money to me. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I have like only like
that's
$1,000 into
perfect.
GameStop, but I've been like buying a share a day of work, like during work or something on a
Yeah.
work day.
$10 will get you far, man.
And yeah, I've been like taking your advice on that one live stream. I remember you're talking about how you buy like a share a day or something, and
I pace
that's
myself,
awesome.
and I know what's coming my way. Like, I know where it's headed. I know a lot of people are getting triggered right now by the good news that's coming. If you haven't heard the good news, I'm going to show it on the screen. I'm going to take you down for a minute. But so
All
this
right.
is the good news. No, you stay right there. You're good. But here's the good news. There are these indicators that show you where the stock's going to go. So to give you an example, right now as we look at this, it shows you the inflow on GameStop is at 29.24. So million US dollars. 29.24 is the inflow, the outflow is 17. So there's more money coming into the stock than leaving, yet it's hard for price discovery to really happen, right? So that's the first thing that you look at. The next thing you look at is stories like this on Seeking Alpha. They have no merit. This guy has 200 followers. He's nobody. He just puts out a piece today, and he says a $5 billion company masquerading as a $12 billion stock, a clear short opportunity. What they don't tell you is this company called GameStop has assets minus cash. Assets minus cash would put you in the realm of around 500 million. Okay? Liabilities would be around 800 million. So the fact that they have $5 billion cash and they make a profit based off of the interest of their cash flow, they literally have a positive cash flow, but their current ratio with the cash puts them at 6x, almost 7x now with the new money. So 7x, 6x current ratio, that means X amount of assets versus liabilities. They could never go bankrupt. There's one answer. Two, there's not a retail company that trades at 6x on current ratio. None of them. Retail companies usually do 1 to 2. If they do 2, that's amazing. Could you imagine having 2 times your assets of the liabilities against them if you were Home Depot? To give you an idea, Home Depot is 1 for 1. Home Depot has the same amount of assets as liabilities. They're a net zero company. They don't make a profit. But people won't tell you this because they look at earnings and they look at sales. They go, well, here's their profit. And you go, wait a minute, that's not a profit because they have liabilities on the backside. They have so much debt, they'll never come under. They'll never come above it. These are companies that have tapped out. These are companies that are at the max out of growth. And so you have to find a way to invest in the companies that can project past it and look great 20 years from now, right? These are the conversations we're having. So that's another way to look at it. GameStop's not a $5 billion company. They're literally, if you look at book value itself, shareholder equity, as they call it, they should be trading 10x shareholder equity. Most companies do trade 5 to 10x on shareholder equity. If GameStop was 5 to 10x on shareholder equity, it would be a $65 stock. Well, at $40, it's in the S&P 500 because of how many shares there are. Now, the other part about this that we're looking at, it's called the trailing 12 indicator. The trailing 12 indicator puts here that GameStop's about to go green, okay? And GameStop's going to go green to an upside of around $128 a share is what we're looking at. But these indicators are flipping, okay? And I'm going to show it to you on, I have a different printout here. Here it is. So it just went, right here, just went green. So about to sneeze. So when the stock does sneeze, and it will, you guys are going to get ready to go up. Everything's going to go up. And it's happening within the next couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever. GameStop had been on this downtrend because these what we call Doritos, and I'll show it to you here on the chart. The Dorito itself is what we call happening again. It's reoccurring. So you have this initial Dorito, and it's just being pushed down with this bearish divergence. The bullish part is us holding it up. So when we cross paths, boom, we pop and we go to the top side. Well, guess what? It's a 5-year Dorito. 5-year Dorito as in being pushed down, and we're buying it up. So the longer this goes sideways and yet still elevated, to give you an example, $27 is sideways. People are looking at the stock on the daily, and they go like this. That's sideways action right there. It's just sideways, just going sideways. Well, guess what? It's really not. It's really way up. If you look at the daily charts, and we were once at 20, we were once just a year ago to the day at $11 last year. May 1st, we're $11 on this stock last year. We're now at $27.61, and people are calling it sideways and a dead stock and a dead company, masquerading and being, what they say it's not. Where were they 3 years ago when we were losing $500 million and we weren't making any money? Where were they when we couldn't find a positive article on the internet? And now they want to come out after we've done all the right things. So shout out to you, 808 brats. Keep buying $10 a day. Do what you can. We're just fascinated to know that you have great, a nasal cavity there. You're amazing, bro.
What the hell? I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, anytime, bro. Just keep doing your thing, and try watching the show without, sparking up so much.
Of course, yeah, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. You got anything else, or we good?
We're good, man. I just wanted to know those things and appreciate
Hey, let me ask
your
you
time.
some questions. Can I ask you questions? You could. You don't have to
I
answer.
actually gotta go soon, but sure.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
answer
guess.
if you don't want to. But yeah, how long you been in GameStop?
Probably like a year or two, and I was just not really sure about it, but I didn't really know about stocks either on how to really know for sure if that's something I wanted to get involved with. But your channel definitely helped me realize that was one of the only investments I really thought was around kind of, that was for certain.
Yeah, if you watch the show, you'll
So
feel really confident with putting money in and never asking for it back. You know what's coming.
exactly, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. For a young kid, because you look young, but for a young guy, you really got it together. They just don't know this. So how'd you find the channel? Let me ask you that last question.
All right, so I think I was invested in GameStop And then I found out about your channel through just watching a lot of videos. And I just started watching tons of videos here and there. And then I watched some of your live streams, and I really enjoyed like watching GameStop, see growth while like you're seeing growth in your viewership and your money and everything, man. It's just an awesome journey to be a part of.
I appreciate that so much, man. And don't be afraid to come onto the screen and do your thing. 808 Brats, guys. That's a GameStop investor that people that are so unassuming, they probably have no idea that this guy he's highly intelligent, smart enough to see the forest through the trees. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Let's keep killing it.
Peace.
Peace. So the other part we got right, guys, if you guys are paying attention to the show, is this right here. I called this guy out just a couple of months ago. This is Ashley Buchanan. Ashley Buchanan. I called him out because he had a female name and he's a CEO of a company called Kohl's. Now listen, I called him the replacement of Thomas Kingsbury, and I said he's a plant after seeing what he's done with private equity and his investments. Kohl's is continuing to have a rocky year. The retailer announced Thursday that CEO Ashley Buchanan was terminated, effective immediately, for violating the company policies by directing the company to engage in vendor transactions that involved undisclosed conflict of interest following an investigation conducted by outside counsel. Yes, he went ahead and did a deal with someone that he was previously on the board of directors with at another company. I tell you, Kohl's is doing it to themselves, guys. If you don't know this whole play, this whole setup, it's highly unusual terms. However, the SEC filing revealed Buchanan had directed the company to conduct business with a vendor Buchanan actually had a personal relationship with under highly unusual terms that were favorable to the vendor. He also entered the company into a multi-million-dollar consulting agreement in which the same individual was part of the consulting team. The investigation found Buchanan didn't disclose this relationship as it is required under the company's code of ethics. Highly unusual deal was with a woman with whom he had a romantic relationship with, throwing the cheddar to the other person. The publication named Chandra Holt, who Buchanan had previously worked with at Walmart several years ago, now also works as a consultant and founder of a company brand called Incredibrew. Incredibrew. There you go. So Buchanan forfeited all of his equity awards and forced to pay back pro rata portion of the $2.5 million signing bonus from which he became the CEO in January 15th with the SEC filing. His compensation was more than double of his predecessor, and his pay package totaling $20 million. Kingsbury made just about $9 million. Kingsbury's 70-something years old. He's ready to walk up out of here. But Buchanan's base salary of $1.4 million, and he's earned $3.7 million signing bonus according to there. His employment contract also included a one-time payment of $2 million of restricted stock units, RSUs, and that he could have collected after 1 year with the company. One-time $15 million payment of RSUs that could have been paid out evenly after the first, second, and third anniversary with the company, and an annual long-term equity incentive award target of at least $9 million. Oh, this guy lost the whole bag. Now, this is the part that gets good. Now, Kohl's has appointed Michael Bender, who had been with the company on the board of directors since July of 2019, meaning he's a Macellum plant. You guys know this part. And he has served as chair since May of 2024. As interim CEO, Bender previously served as CEO of iMart Express and held senior roles at Walmart, where he got this guy, and L Brands and PepsiCo. L Brands, that would be your Leslie Wexner, that would be your Apollo Global Management Key, and that means no better than the next guy. So yes, we have a problem with Michael Bender becoming the new CEO of Kohl's. I have a problem with everybody, bros. Is it Bender like this? Yep. Boom. Michael Bender. I knew it was Michael Bender. I've seen him before. So, Victoria's Secret. Oh, goodness gracious. Senior positions at Cardinal Health. I've done that video too. If you don't remember Cardinal Health, all the board of directors there, Apollo Brands, Acuity Brands. Oh my God, look at these guys, bro. Oh, I'm excited for this. Cardinal Health. Well, I forget how I did it. I did it in one of the connect the dots, bro. Cardinal Health. Boom. Diversity Cardinals Helium. Feedman. Nope. I don't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Cardinal Health has acquired a majority stake in GI Alliance, a physically led gastrology, whatever, management services organization from Apollo Global Management. I'm telling you guys, I can't make this shit up. I can't. The connections are everywhere. They're everywhere. And that's what happens. That's what happens. You do the homework and you already know the connection. You already see it. You're like, oh yeah, that's the guy who did the deal with Apollo. Yeah, you know why they do deals with Apollo? Because they are Apollo. Yeah, hey, Tiffany, I know you can't figure this out, Tiffany, because you're just sitting there trying to go viral every day. Pay attention, Tiffany. You go do the homework, you're going to realize all roads lead to Apollo. All roads lead to private equity. Private equity is the company you're trying to save and or explain that is profitable, that makes money, that has money. No, stop sensationalizing what they're doing. And you're trying to, they're going to lose good companies. Those good companies you're losing are private equity. Items, 3,500, I'm sorry, 3,594. We're sitting on a fat stack of PSA graded cards. I'm excited for it. If you go to my account right now, my orders, this order is received in QA, in quality assurance. So we go look at the details. It's in the final step. It's right here. Boom. It's been graded, assembly, and QA, quality assurance. Then it'll go to the graded side. It'll tell me what my grades were. I'll be able to look them up. Those are my 3 Pokemon cards I sent in, and then ready for pickup, and I can get them picked up. They have still not done anything with my sports cards. God, sports cards are behind, bro. They're right here. I'm waiting on them. Oh, it's okay. No big deal. I really don't care, to tell you the truth, because all I'm going to do is either trade them in for value and buy more stuff for the kids, or I'm going to give those cards away. That's what I'm going to do. This is why I don't try to predict close. What'd you do? Marantz, what's your opinion on volume being rerouted to dark pools? I don't have one, Conception. That's got, you know what? I'm going to tell you something about profit and everything of the company and fundamentals, right? We talk about it all the time. I don't care what happens to the stock. The stock and the company are not the same. They're not the same. When people figure that out, they find out. Like, to give you an example, yesterday I showed this chart to your left. I showed every company was in red and GameStop was green. Now every company is green and GameStop is red, with the exception of Tesla, and that's because of the bullshit that they had to deal with yesterday. But Tesla is no different. Tesla's a fake. This is all a fake. You see, look at this shit. Why are you dumping right as we close, all the way down to 281 on Tesla? I told you. I should be a damn prophet, bros. I'm a prophet for nonprofits. Don't worry. It's looking healthy. Somebody's right here in the chat, or somebody sent me a message. I'll have to read it right now. But yeah, that's what we're doing with the market. I read something else too. Adam Aaron, they go, oh, he took a pay cut. He's down to $80 million or $11 million. Like, so? That didn't mean anything to me. Notable Thursday option activity: GameStop, Roblox, and MPW. I don't know what MPW is. Russell 3000 Index. There are notable worthy activity today. There were a total volume of 110,000 contracts have been traded thus far today. Contract volume, 11 million underlying shares. Cool. The number works out to 109% of GameStop's average daily volume. And especially high volume has seen at the $28 stock price expiring May 2nd, tomorrow. So these guys are buying calls for 28 strike price. Does that mean we're going to 28? No. That could also just be them hedging their position just in case it does take off. They're okay and they're covered. That's just the truth of it. Roblox, the other one. And then the last one is Medical Properties Trust. Now, I'm good on all that. Okay, cool. But thank you, Jay, for the update. I was going to tell you guys something right now. And then I get distracted sometimes, bros. You guys know that? Somebody tries to say, you got ADD. Oh, I don't have ADD. I'm just doing it. That's all I can do. So energy prices are down, guys. If you guys know, crude oil's dropped down again, 18% in April, which is fine. I don't know when the gas prices are going to come down, because some gas price, they had me... They actually had me jacked up. Bro, I'm telling you right now. I buy gas. You guys don't have to agree with this at all. But I buy gas like I buy stock. I go to the gas station and I will only buy what I need for the day. Check me out. Because I know the price is going to move. So I go in there and I go, yeah, just give me $20. And I'll put in $20 and I'll go back 2 days later. The prices move down or up, whatever. But I get lucky. I get lucky a lot. I dollar cost average my gas tank, bros. Swear to goodness I do. Don't worry, the gas station's right where I park, so we're fine. It's not like I'm driving out of my way. But I'm pretty good about this, the way I average it out. It says here, Chinese investors have jumped into gold ETFs this month at the fastest pace in history, more than double the previous record. Yep, gold ETFs, awesome, amazing. S&P 500 just formed a bearish or a bullish hammer pattern for the monthly chart. Good, after having the worst month ever, the worst start to an administration ever, I'm sure they formed a bullish anything. But I want to ask you guys something, okay? Because I just want to know who was here. Like, by a show of hands, who was here the day I told you guys about... Watch this. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I told you guys about gold. Who was here that day? I said gold is going to come down. I said gold's coming down because it went all the way up to 3,500 at one point. But gold's down on the 5-day, down already $97, down 3%. It's down to 32.37. From 3,500 to 32.37, gold is falling apart. People need to know this. Gold's going to come down further. It has so much room to fall. You got to be very careful if you're running into gold. All right, anybody else coming into the chat before I take off? Anyone else walking back in here? If not, I'm good. I liked 808. He's a good ass kid. That's good for him. Just reading my headlines, guys. Carvana has a headline. You guys put one in here for me? Not really? Terrible? GameStop, we always have one. Everybody puts in a buy order here. Guys, just about, our Discord, look at all the buy orders. They're all here every morning. All the news that happens with GameStop's here. Even videos that people want me to watch, they post them. But you have plenty of buy orders. You have everything going on. GameStop has earnings the same day as MicroStrategies. We'll see what happens with Strategy and GameStop if they have anything to announce, as in, we bought Bitcoin. People think that if GameStop announces they bought Bitcoin that it's going to take off. I don't think anything's going to make GameStop take off. No announcement, nothing. I think the non-announcements makes it take off. I think people are just they're numb to it all, and they should be. They should be, because I don't want any expectations. Well. Choke on that. GameStop's strong, and Ryan Cohen knows it. Yeah, thank you. I didn't see what I wrote. I didn't see what I did. Oh, that was GameStop. Did you know? Publicly traded company where the CEO, chairman of the board, CFO, all the board of directors, everyone in the C-suite, they get paid $0 of compensation, and they don't get compensated shares as well. Bro, I have the best Twitter page ever. Where are the people? Where are the people that don't know that? I only have like 6,000 followers over there on Twitter. But then again, I really don't care. I mean, that's just me. I just don't care. I'm happy I buy Fords, guys. Ford made the announcement yesterday that they're building.
In the U.S., more than... Well, first of all, Ford is really different. We make 80% in the U.S., more than any other manufacturer. In fact, we made 400,000 more vehicles than our next competitor, and that would fill up the entire island of Manhattan. That's how big of a gap we've made. So, look, we think this is really great for the country. We really support the president's initiative. We never left the America on car production, and so this moderation is reasonable, I think, for mostly our competitors. They need more time, but at Ford, we're in good shape. And this is the right thing to do. We really appreciate the dialogue we've had with the president, but we have a lot more work to do with him and the team.
And there you go. That was Jim Farley, CEO of Ford. And there you go. I know, honey. You keep messaging. I feel it rumbling. Let me go see. Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, I'll be right back. You've used 50 gigabytes of data this month. Okay, whatever. Do I care? All right, I got to go do something. I got to go. My wife is cooking, apparently. I didn't even... Baby, you know what? I smell it. I smell the crock pot now. I smell the food. Damn it. That was that good-ass smell. I was like, somebody's cooking in the house, bros. That's what I thought was happening. I didn't know it was like this. Okay, let me play a song on my way as I go back. I'll be playing weird songs for these people. because I'm weird. But I'll be right back. Peace. 90s, my dad used to play us music, and we had to know the Gap Band, the Daz Band, and Kohl and the Gang. Those were the bands. You had to know the different songs that they sing and who did them and everything. Barbacoa and my man keeps an eye on it for me. Yeah, I don't know what to keep an eye on it for, though, babe. I mean, it's hot. It was in the pot. It was cooking. It's doing its thing. But then I saw the sopa that you made yesterday, so I'm going to eat that right now. I'm warming it up in the microwave. I'm excited right now, guys. I'm about to eat some really good food. I don't even know what to do in my life. I do got to put on a trash bag later. I got to cut the grass later. I'm going to try to get a haircut today. I got to figure it all out. I don't know, but that's just what I'm doing. What up, player? That's to my pops out there, the fat rhyme sayer. Marantz, been waiting, worth the wait, brother. Thank you for going live as usual. Burton, you are welcome. I do my best to get up in here with you guys. The best part of my week is right now, Brian says. Brian, I'm happy that I'm the best part of your week. It's a little iffy, though. It's a little iffy because I get excited about a lot of things. Did the Lakers win or lose last night? I didn't watch, but did they win or lose? I got to know. Hold on. Don't ruin it for me. I'm not even going to read the chat. I'm going to go check it out myself because I want to know. All right, let's do this. I'll give you my Rico knows take right now, bros. Oh, right now. Let's see. The Pistons won. No more parties in LA. Let's see. What happened here? The Lakers. What? The Lakers lost? Holy shit. Oh, my God. Okay. Anthony Edwards. This is my Rico nose hat on today, right now. Don't worry, GameStop came down, they said. Oh, it's down. 27.46. Hold on, before I even talk about sports. Look at this. GameStop is down 27.35. Oh, my God. Hold on. Can I go back to yesterday? Yesterday doesn't seem so far away. And I don't even know what to say. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Hey, check me out. Suddenly, GameStop's not what they said it was going to be. GameStop's just kicking ass and taking names. Oh, I believe Ryan's not going to play. Because Bitcoin's going to hit you really hard. Then Marantz going to say, I told you so. Look at this purple line, act like you know it's not white. Sorry, Tony De Niro. But yes, GameStop up and to the right. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them try to fool you or even try to school you. Oh, no. Shit. Bro, GameStop's amazing. To all you haters out there, I swear to God, I walk around playing hater music all night long. When I see these bitches on YouTube crying. They're crying because of Ryan. They're crying. You know what I got to say to you guys who cry to me all the time about Ryan Cohen? No, woman, no cry. Hey. That I'm best friends with Donald Trump, and there's just a lot of uncertainty in the tariff situation. And, we have Apple printing tonight. We got Apple right after market here. Let's see how Apple's going to look here with the market being open here. You know, I'm pretty familiar with Apple. I tend to like all their products, whether it be the glasses and the multiple users of their products and the iTunes and the TV and the Apple Car. And, these headsets, the Oculus, they try to tell you I had to buy that, but it wasn't for me. So I went with Apple's binoculars instead. These glasses, I went with Apple's Ray-Bans. That's what they were. Were they Ray-Bans? No, those were Google Ray-Bans. Who knows what actual brand? Let's see Apple. They're going to come out. I'm eating this food, and I'll start moaning in this microphone right now. Oh. I don't know what to tell you, but this is Spanish right here. This is Mexican. Oh. Oh, my food is so good. You know why I don't eat other people's food? Like if women were to cook for you, like a woman could cook for me. She could. She'd be like, oh, here's a salad. And I'll be like, oh, thanks, bro. I'm good. I won't eat it. And people don't know why I won't. I'm not being rude. You can bring me food. And I'll be like, I'm good. because it's not like my wife's. My wife is listening to you on the couch with me. Hey, my boy Vince Zanny in Australia, he's so funny. So Vince sends his thing to his girl, a message on Facebook. He says, "See, I told you Marantz is always right." Because I posted on Facebook today or yesterday was International Give Your Husband What He Wants Day. Hey, let me explain to you. Give your husband what he wants day. That's what it was. Let me tell you what I asked for. What I said. I called up my wife. True story, gentlemen, ladies and gents. Called up my wife and I said, "Mama, I want that guac guac." She said, "What? The what? What?" I said, "I want that hot hot. I want that holly holly." She said, "Okay, I'll be right there." True story. And she came to my work and she dropped me off a jalapeno pizza. A pizza with jalapenos and pepperoni on it. And I ate the whole thing. I shared one piece. One piece. Another manager, she was like, "I'm hungry." I said, "I got a jalapeno pizza." Bro, she ate it. Good for her. She took the piece. It was a deep dish. Bro, I ate 7 pieces of that bitch. And the hot wings. She got me chicken wings, tater tots on the side. I don't know what she got me. I couldn't move. I was in a coma. But that's what daddy wants, daddy gets. Can you imagine calling another man daddy? I can't even say the word daddy. Hey, daddy. Hey, daddy. My daughter, she said that. "Hey, daddy." I said, "Well, who the fuck are you talking to? We ain't no country. Where are we from? We weren't born in North Carolina. Call me dad. Call me pops. Call me, hey, man. Hey, you. Call me something shit." Look at this. Just don't call me late. Look at this. Amazon. Amazon. Apple's looking in for Amazon. That's not looking good for Amazon, bros. It's going to come out. All the news will come out. All the headlines will come out. I'll read them to you. Damn, look at all these companies just falling to pieces. What happened here? What happened here? Hey, guys, I'm telling you now. I know I've told you guys this before. Look at the spy in the after hours. Just trying. Amazon, I'm watching you. Anyway. I told you guys this, the best sports movie. Somebody asked me this one time. What is the best sports movie, Marantz? How's that helping your weight loss competition? It's not yet. Dudes, you guys are waiting for it, right, Burton? Hey, Burton, wait for it, bro. I hope you're in the Discord. I hope you're on TikTok. I hope you're there. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I hope you're ready, bro. Because we do this thing at work. It's an amazing thing what they do. They actually connect everybody. You get 50 people per building, 50 people. And you go into this app, and everyone has their teams. And they track the distance of all 50 people combined. We're all waiting. When the race starts, it's called the race. When the race starts, bitches, I will be running like I'm Forrest Gump. I'll be doing loops and laps, and I'm not going to stop. Every day will be 30 to 50,000 steps. I swear to you, I'm moving, bros. I'm there to win this shit. I'm done with being second place. I'm done with somebody beating me. I'm just going to go. And I don't care. I'm going to throw on some tunes, and I'm going to run. I might even do a hike just to go up a mountain to do a live stream from the top of the world, Mom. I'm just going to do some shit. You're going to be like, what did Marantz do on his day off? I don't know, 8 hours of nothing but walking. I'm going to do that because then this shit's just going to fall off of me. I'm putting a sleeping bag on, a trash bag on tonight. I'm going to bed with the trash bag. Swear to God. I'm going to be sweating, bros. Y'all ain't ready for me. Oh, I can't wait till it happens. Hope your store wins this year. We win every year. We win every year. Because we just go up against ourselves. We listen, we don't judge. Okay, Mom, what is this shit? We're TikTok now? Amazon can fall under 140, let the fall to the ground. Well, if you go ahead and look at JP Morgan, I saw another price analyst guy come out and say the market's going to 3,300. I said, that's a little low. 33 is a little low. Damn, Amazon, how bad is it? Damn, Amazon. Damn, Daddy. Look at this shit. Dude, any grown man that says that shit, Daddy, nah, hey, babe, hey, mama, don't watch this shit right now. I'm about to say some dumb shit. Anyway, JP Morgan comes out and they say the market's going to 4,000. I'd love to see it. Because GameStop's got to be at like $50 by then. Like, there's no way. Look at this. This is great. I love it. 182 on Amazon coming down. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Amazon down almost 4% right now, guys. Not looking good for them. Not looking good. You know, I don't know how they print good. I just don't. I'm a firm believer that Amazon is tied to that consumer spending dollar. And the fact that all the consumers are spending dollars, but not really. Amazon earnings. I see it. I'm waiting for it. Oh, here they go. First quarter results. Boom. Let's do Amazon first, and then I'll do Apple, okay? So let's go to Amazon right here. Net sales increase of 9%. That's pretty tough. Pretty tough on net sales increase. $155 billion in the first quarter compared to $143 last year. You see, I have a problem with this print. I have a problem with this info. And here's the problem that I have, is that I know that Donald Trump front-loaded these numbers because tariff scares put people in a bind to buy more product. People were buying things from overseas, and that's what I see here. And excluding the $1.4 billion unfavorable impact from year-over-year changes in foreign exchange rates. I didn't care about the foreign exchange rates. Throughout the quarter, net sales increased 10% compared to the first quarter of 2024. North America segment sales increased 8% year-over-year. International sales increased 5%. Cool. I don't care about all that. And then the online cloud part is 17%. Operating income increased $18.4 billion in first quarter compared to $15.3 billion in the first quarter there. That sounds great. Operating income of $5.8 billion compared to the $5 billion in the first quarter. Cool. America. They're making money in America. Good. Now, net income included to the 17 point blah, 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 diluted per share, or 159 per share compared to the 10.4 and the 98 cents diluted per share in the first quarter. Killer numbers. Operating cash flow increased up to 119. Cool. 113 billion. I apologize. Okay, we're fine. Free cash flow decreased to 25.9 billion in the trailing 12 compared to 50. So they lost 50% on free cash flow. So they're reporting numbers based off of what they currently have on the business is great, but they're actually costing themselves about $25 billion in decrease in free cash flow. That's probably why they're down. That's not looking good. Some other highlights list from last earnings included Alexa, blah, blah, blah. Don't care about this. None of this crap. Announced $4 billion investment through 2026 to expand the rural delivery network. Oh, good for them. Offering over 200 million products at low price, fast delivery, and local partner. Prime ship, and that's going to be in Ireland. So they're in Ireland now. Expanded selection of Michael Kors, Game 7, and Ordinary, and whoever these people are. Don't care. Dolce & Gabbana got it. Ooh, that reminds me, I want to go look at something right now. So all this I don't give a shit about. You're not going to change my mind. LeBron James premiered season 2 of LeBron James Mind the Game podcast. Let me tell you guys something about this Mind the Game podcast. LeBron Lames over here I better never hear him in the discussion for the greatest player of all time. He just got his ass walked, get out of the playoffs, like nothing. Kobe would never. Not with Luka Doncic on his team. Are you kidding? Jason Redick is the coach. Man, LeBron, you couldn't sniff Kobe's toes, bro. Get out of here, you scrub. Back to it. Anyway, fine. I want to know what they're going to spend on CapEx. That's what I want. I want CapEx numbers. Let's go ahead and look at it really quick while I get in here. Proceeds, long term, blah, blah, blah. We're good. Yeah, the numbers are massive compared to last year. Oh, my God. But down on cash. That sucks, huh? It's got to suck. Sucks to suck. That's what I wouldn't know. But, yeah, let's see. Fulfillment. Total operating expenses are up. Wow. From 128 million up to, or billion. Is that billion or million? Million. So 128 billion versus 137 billion. Wow, these guys are floating. Income expense. Yeah, where did they make up all that money from? Technology and infrastructure, fulfillment, cost of sales. Where'd they get their margins from? I'm paying attention to something really quick. Net income, $10 billion. This year was $17 billion. They doubled on net income, and you tell me they didn't do good? Lost all that cash. Huh. You can't fool people, bro. People know. People know this company. Operating income went from 4.9 to 5.8 billion. 5.8 billion. Not bad in the quarter. It's a quarter. Expenses are up $6 billion, and sales are up $6 billion. So it's a flat number. Wow, it cost you is that much just to do business? So you made $0 for the quarter, basically. You made, yeah, that's wild. I don't care about that. Nope, don't care about that. I'm reading, guys. Operating leases, goodwill, $23 billion worth of goodwill to sell off. Marketable securities, no, we're fine. Retained earnings, they're up huge. $17 billion more this year. So shareholder equity is at $305 billion on Amazon. $305 billion on shareholder equity. And Amazon comes in at around $27 per share. $27 per share on book value. You could even call it 30 if you want to, but I don't care. $27. You mean to tell me times 5? There's 7 times book. Amazon trades at 7 times book. That's all I need to know. Give GameStop 7 times book. They're $77. Actually, $13 now with the extra billions. So they would be, about $14. So 14 times 7, that would be $98 a share. If they trade up the same measurables, nah. See, you gotta miss me with this bullshit. You guys can tell me anything you guys want. Not for me. Not for me. Yeah, they're going to have a real struggle here. I told you, earnings to earnings, window to window, it's not there. Apple, ground. Oh, my God. Apple to the ground, baby. Let's go. That market better come crashing. That's right. Woo! Marantz did it again. Oh, baby. Marantz, you did it. You did it, Marantz. You said it was going to happen. You talked it into existence. Look at this shit. Oh, baby. Apple, what's going on with you, babe? Pick yourself up. Oh, you can't. You can't do it, huh? I know this shit's hard, bro. It's so hard to say goodbye to Apple. Because they're living on up. They're broke. They have $0 to their name. They couldn't do shit. They're going bankrupt, kid. No way around it. It's a wrestling match. What do you mean it's a wrestling match? My favorite part of the show. Not yesterday. A fight, tough guy. Hon, you want to wrestle too? Shit, bro. Bro, are you trying? What are we doing next? We're putting baby oil on? I mean, come on, bro. Come on. Gladly. Gladly. Except, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to do the thing I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to shave for like 2 months. And I'm not going to take a shower for a month either. I'm not putting any deodorant on, bro. You're going to smell me. Not only after everything happens, you're going to smell me, bro. Oh, you're going to fuck, bro. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to fart on my wallet because I need some gas money. But I'm going to get up in there. I'm just going to start rubbing myself all over you. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to come around, bear hug you. Oh, bros. I hope you like the smell of onions, cilantro, all of it, bro. Because I just had a whole plate of it. It's going to come through my pores. I don't eat fruit, bro. No pineapple smells out of me. I hope you like this. Bro, I'm like that. It is Spanish Day. I be playing. That is my favorite part of yesterday's live stream, bros. Swear to God. I was killing it, bro. And then Carter goes, Marantz, that's the unthinkable, bro. I said, yeah, I got the unthinkable, bro. I got that juice. I got that love. That's my cue. I'm out. Gross. Mama, that ain't your cue? Man, we still got to make it another 11 minutes up in this bitch. Another 21 minutes, actually. Guys, the truth is I wanted to play the Apple earnings call, but then I don't want to stick around for it because I want to play League of Legends. It helps remind me of some better times in my life. I get an escape. Just like you in this channel, I get an escape too. I think about my cousin. I think about just life and how you have to cherish it and value it. We're going to be away this whole weekend. I believe tomorrow is Friday. I work like 16 hours tomorrow. No joke. I go to work at maybe 9 or 10, somewhere in that range. I've got a meeting with some folks. Got to come back out, do the whole deal, run the whole show till about midnight, 11 to midnight usually. And then in the morning, I'm headed out of town to go to a birthday party for family. And you know, it's crazy because the family always comes out to us, right? And they finally said, we're going to have a party at our house. And then I'm like, all you bitches better be there. Everybody better be there. Because these guys come to our parties and they drive all the way out here. Like nobody. And I think about it all the time. I said, damn, they got to drive home. They live an hour and a half away. That shit sucks, bro. That's going to be me on Saturday. Be an hour and a half away. But I'm actually going to take my headphones. I'm going to take on a trash bag because I'm going to go running. I'm going to be getting in shape. I'm doing I don't know. Anyway. You the best out there, brother. I do my best. Hi, hey, guys, can we give a shout-out to High Rider right now? He's been a member with my show, with our show. He has been a member of this channel, a paid member of the show to support this crew for 44 months. I believe he is my third longest, oldest viewer that's around right now on the paid front. But you have Steve, you have Kyoto, you have Ruben, Almo, High Rider, Hot this year, a whole bunch of us from way back in the day. And I'm just going to tell you, if you guys don't know High Rider, I believe it was you, High Rider. Let me get this right. My first logo, Marantz Rantz, he sent me this Tumblr, GameStop Tumblr. He sent this to me. I want to say it was him. Yep, there it is. Yes, sir, it was him. Man, I can't remember everybody who sends me stuff. I mean, shit, I got Stacks and his family back here. I got them on Christmas cards and shit. You guys don't know about me and Stacks. But used to have a road crew family in the familia. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are awesome, bro. You guys are awesome. Those guys that you see in the channel in there that have those little wrenches or been with me for 44 years, they believed in this channel. They believed in this investment. They believed in me way before anybody else. So I give them all the credit in the world. They saw me when I was first starting out, and they were like, hey, that dude right there, he knows what he's going to do. He knows what he's going to say. And I got really lucky, man. I got lucky that I surrounded myself with very smart people, and we just never stopped. We never stopped believing in GameStop. We never stopped believing we were going to make it, and we knew it. We knew it, and I know it now. I know it more than ever, and I feel good about it. That's why I buy a share every day. Invest what you can. If you can get $10 in there, if you can get $20 a day, just do that. And then thank me, 20 years down the road when it's all said and done. But shout out to the family here at this show and the channel. You guys have all been with me for a long time. We're hitting our 4-year anniversary on this channel in exactly 2 weeks. I will be live for the 4-year anniversary show. It will be on the 15th of May. 15th of May is our 2-year anniversary of the channel. 4-year anniversary of the channel. And I'm happy to say it that we made it this far. We didn't come this far to only go this far, right? So I thank you guys again. Michael Vanetti, Sergio, the crew, you know who you are. I love you guys. I'm going to take off. I'm going to play some League of Legends. And on that note, like I said, we never stop believing, and you don't either, okay? It's too easy. Peace. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Of a blue moon. Blue moon. Check this out, guys. This is Tesla. Tesla is selling off everything right now, all the way down to the ground. People don't believe you until they actually get out and they check for themselves from $290 to $280. $10 a share. There's 2 billion shares. That's $20 billion out of Tesla. Nvidia, no different. From 114 all the way down to 110. It's $5, $114.94 to 110. You're around $4 to $5. There's 25 billion shares. What does that tell you? $100 billion. Apple, oh God, selling off. The more music I play, the better it is to slay. Ain't that right, Beyonce? Hey, check this out. 214 to 204. That is $10 already gone. And they have 15 billion shares. You're looking at $150 billion out of Apple after earnings. It happens this way. And just think, every earnings that comes out this year, you're going to have more inconsistency, they're scared, they're fighting tariffs. No, they're just overvalued. This whole market is shop. I mean, guys, they're out to lunch on all these evals. Price to book, even Apple trades at 48 times book. Even Apple. It's out of bounds, guys. I've been trying to tell you guys, but to be trading at 50 times book, 40 times, what does that tell you? How much fluff can you burn? You're never going to get to the good parts. Right here. Here's Amazon. Amazon comes out with earnings. They fall down. They go back up. They're fighting back. But you know what? The market's selling off. So then there's sediment, right? But 192 all the way down to 185, and there's 10 billion shares. So yes, that is $70 billion. Google's surviving, huh? Google is surviving this yesterday. Oh, man. Google comes out, but look what Google is. I can just zoom out, zoom back in. They're down $40 a share, $42, and there's 12 billion shares. So yeah, that's a half a trillion dollars they've lost. So I'm looking at it. This is a nice little pennant for me. We'll see where the bottom is. But they'll sell off too. Meta's no different. Meta had a bounce up after earnings yesterday. Shot through the roof. $5.95 this morning. Tonight, $5.68. That sucks for somebody. They just lost $30 a share, and there's 2 billion shares over there in Meta. So $60 billion market cap. Microsoft had great earnings. Oh, man, this company is just phenomenal. $437 on down to $425 in the after. They have lost $12 a share at 7 billion shares. That's going to be, I'm not really good, but about 94 billion. I'm really good at math. $84 billion. So $84 billion of market cap gone. No big deal. By the way, GameStop looking healthy, babe. Looking healthy. But oh, man, don't ever let me second it. Today, GameStop was up at $28.35. They're now down to $27.35, $27.45. They lost 90 cents. Damn. 90 cents, guys, on not even $1 a share, not even half a billion. Nope. Not even there. They probably lost, who knows, about 40 on top of that 10, 44. So they probably lost $400 million. Hurts. No. See, for GameStop, it's different. It's always going to be different for GameStop. Just remember, it's going to be different for GameStop. For the rest of your life, it's going to be different. Here's the market. Look at this market. Look at this shit. Russell 2000. Oh, you're going to get there, and then you're going to fall back down. It's cool. SPY, selling off in the night, huh, SPY? Are you doing this shit while people are sleeping? New York's out there. They already toasted. They're like, yeah, we came in, and we're okay. Nope, still going down. 556. Do you guys know what happens tomorrow? Just so that we're clear on these markets and the way it's all turning out. What's going to happen tomorrow, okay, just so that we're clear, is this shit's going to sell off. There are options that expire tomorrow. So all of these calls that they bought, whether they be on the SPY or betting on earnings, they're in really big problems here. So I anticipate the market selling down, GameStop battling back, GameStop finishing strong tomorrow. Boom. But I do have GameStop trending down eventually this week, all the way up until their annual shareholders meeting. If you don't see it, there's the trend line. So they can finish right around here. They're going to write it down and then break out sometime in June. And I'm with them. Let's break out together. Let's get out of here because we're going to go skedaddle. This is exactly what GameStop's going to do if you guys don't know. There's this whole idea. GameStop's breaking out of this triangle, and then they're going to go to this next one. So hit the peak. You'll find a new triangle to be in. We'll go sideways. We'll be around here all the way to 2025. Be around $30 a share. It's okay. String me out, but you're eventually going to break out, and we'll break out right after Christmas of next year. Come March time frame, we're out here and dancing in the streets in Chicago. I'm in New Orleans. We're going to be testing that 120. It's just going to happen. So you'll see all that next year. And so just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to love 27. If you love 13 and 12, you're going to love 27. By the way, GameStop up over 100% year to date. I love it. Guys, enjoy yourself. I didn't even show you. Look at that shit, bros. I was showing you here. We're going to be dancing. That's my point. We'll be way up here somewhere. Who knows? Just keep doing your thing. All right, I got to get out of here. Half of you guys already left the chat anyway. They weren't paying attention. What did my wife say? She said, yeah, I know. I'm leaving, baby. I'm going to go get my boy. You know, you play the best songs, Marantz. Don't listen to the haters. Dirty Mike, I don't listen to the haters. I have my own playlist where I just hit play whatever I want. But yeah, I got to go get my son from school. Got to go do my thing. I'll see you guys around if you know what I mean. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm gonna see you around, millionaires. Peace. Oh.